Well, the corn harvest is well underway. We found out this week, I should say, that Nebraska's corn is about 70% complete.
That means it's a busy time for farmers and for co-ops, so we thought we'd check in with the local co-op to see how things are going. Pure Nebraska's David Jesperson is standing by live with more.
Yeah, good morning, John and Taryn. We're over in Waverly at the Midwest Farmers Co-op, and as you can see, we're wearing the bright yellow vest because this is the busiest time of year, both for farmers in the fields and once they come out of the fields and head to the co-op. So the trucks are coming and going, and here to talk more about the harvest time is Chris Boyk with the co-op. Thanks so much for joining us, and you guys really are busy right now.
Yes, you are correct. This is probably one of the busiest times of the year for the co-op, especially with all the grain coming in. It's always a big time, and we got a lot of trucks that come in and out of here. And like you said, we are wearing the yellow vests, and we pride ourselves on following the safety guidelines and everything, and we want everybody to go home in one piece. So safety is a high priority and one of the number ones for us, as well as getting the guys in and out of here as quick as possible for the farmers. You know, we want to try to get them back to the fields, and time is money for them guys, and as for us too, you know, the faster we get them in and out, the better for all of us. So
yeah, this time of year you guys really do see a lot of trucks. It's pretty much nonstop all day long, right?
Yes, you know, weather permitting.
Right.
These last few weeks we've kind of battled wet conditions in the morning, heavy dews and different rains and different stuff like that. So as far as bean cutting goes, at times it takes until about noon before guys can get rolling again. So sometimes the morning isn't quite as busy, but by midday we usually pick up and lines start forming, and that's when we try to keep on our toes and keep guys running strong and get them out of here as quick as possible. So
obviously every year has its challenges. How has this year felt compared to previous years? Are we basically kind of on par where we are? Are you seeing more traffic?
You know, I think things have picked up pretty good. You know, we have seen a fair amount of trucks and everything. As far as the timing and stuff, it feels like part of harvest was a little bit delayed with the rain and things. Mm-hmm. But you know, on average, we've picked up, and you know, we're sitting probably around 75% harvested on corn, and you know, right around maybe the 90% on beans. So compared to 5-year averages, that's pretty typical. You know, we made some good pushes in the last few weeks. Early on, it was kind of slow, but you know, with all the big equipment nowadays, if they get a few days, they can really knock out a lot of acres really fast. So a lot of credit to the farmers who get stuff done. So for us
now in the forecast, we only have about one day that has a decent amount chance of rain. That's not a good thing, obviously, for this time of year for you guys to get it out of the fields. But the dry weather, is that what you're looking for? Would that be ideal right now?
Dry weather would be very nice to kind of get a final push on the harvest and get a lot of this stuff wrapped up. I know we're in November now, and guys get a little bit more nervous with
right.
you know, that 4-letter word of snow.
Right.
You know, we don't like to hear that, but you know, that starts to kind of be in the back of guys' minds, and we'd like to get done before that for sure. So you know, if we can keep going, that's great. So
all right, Chris, thank you so much. And coming up a little bit later in the show, Chris will join us again to talk a little bit more about how things are going out here at the co-op, and kind of what he's seeing and what farmers are saying as they bring in their grains from the field. John and Taryn, we'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, thank you, David.